I'm back again. I got an unboxing to do. It's been a hot second since I've done anything on here. I've been waiting to do another Team Executor video. Sure, they've released a lot of stuff since my last SXOS video, but I was waiting for like 2.5, and like then they just kept releasing all these like sub ones. So probably when 2.5 comes out, I'll just have like a nice roundup and let you know what's in 2.5 and where they came from and how it benefits you. But this time I'm unboxing something from E.O.N. There we go, E.O.N. If you've been reading my articles, you'll know that I wrote up something about the fact that they have a little old thing in the works that's coming out very soon. Why, it's the GCHD MK-II. Where's it at? MK-II. MK-II. And we're unboxing it, and then I'll do a review about it, and I'll put the review down in the description once it is all complete. So the box looks pretty similar, obviously. I mean, if you have one anyway, the previous model, like, the print is gold. This little thing is gold. The box doesn't really matter too much. It explains on the back again how you plug the GCHD MK-II in. You just snap it into place. It feeds, of course, or it pulls the signal from the leftmost one, but this one might pull from the right one as well. It's an interesting little thing here. Let's go ahead and read the bottom. Supercharge your GameCube. Original features. So this is the stuff that it did before and still does. Place any GameCube game on a high-def TV in the highest native resolution over HDMI. It eliminates any input lag. And then the new and improved features are you have YPB, PR, RGB, and RGSB compatibility. That's very hard to read all those letters, so I'm glad I got it in one fell swoop. Analog and optical digital audio out. That's fantastic. Different audio options there. And then simultaneous HDMI and analog output. So that should mean that you can have video going to one television through HDMI and another output in analog, you know, multi-plugs into another output if you'd like. So you could do two TVs at once from this, which it helps a lot. And so setup is easy. Step 1, plug in the GCHD MK-II into your GameCube. Step 2, connect the HDMI from the GCHD MK-II to your HD TV. Simple enough. Step 3, enjoy that full potential of your GameCube. But then there's other stuff down here. It talks about more specifically that you have full HDMI. You have Wii component and SCART compatibility. That's fantastic. And then there's analog and optical digital out. So you'll find you should find a 3.5mm jack on the back of this and an optical out. Warning, GCHD is only compatible with the DOL001 model number GameCubes. Make sure your GameCube has a digital AV port. Check the top of the box, side with handle, to see a diagram for more details. Again, if your GameCube has the two ports on the back, this one and that one, this works for you. Thumbs up. Thumbs up? Okay. But if you do not, if you only have the one singular port, there's no point in buying this. It just won't work with yours. You'll have to find a DOL001 model, and then it'll work. And it's the model revisions don't change much. They just made it cheaper for Nintendo to manufacture them later on by removing that secondary port. So yeah, now we crack into the MK-II. Nothing fancy in here. There's some foam. Okay, cool. GCHD MK-II GameCube HD adapter operations manual. It talks about the same stuff. It shows a breakdown of what we're about to look at. If you buy one of these and you need it, look it over before you use it, just in case. It also mentions that there's an IR sensor, of course, so you can use any remote to change the settings in it, which we'll talk about in the review. And now, the moment of truth. This fella. They sent a purple one last time, I got a purple one this time. I'm okay with purple. So what it looks like we have here this time, it looks like it's a little bit more openable. I don't remember there being screws that were obvious on my other one that's in the living room. I could be wrong. And then on the front, there's like a little tab there which you could pop. It's almost like if you needed to do, I'm not recommending it, but if you needed to do any, you know, repairs or modifications of your own, that you should be able to get into it rather easily. Then we have the digital and standardized out, you know, inputs here with the HDMI output on the right side. We got the analog. Oh, so okay. So when they say audio, that's interesting. So they just mean that how you can use the optical cables that have a jack on one end and optical on the other. I thought there'd be like two adjacent, which is fine. I've already seen a picture of it too, and I didn't pay that close attention. And then of course there's a pass-through. So it takes this and outputs it here, and you can use Wii cords for that, which means theoretically you should be able to use some Wii component cables, which come a whole hell of a lot cheaper than the GameCube component cables. Because I was about to say, oh, you could just use GameCube component cables, but have fun paying for that. I would believe that either you can use this for, you know, you can just use standard component or composite, but component is what you're gonna want if you want the best quality out of this secondary port. And yeah, you got a little button here. Now it said sensor. Sorry, I'm just reading through this at the same time. We'll talk about more about this whole thing as in my review. But I think that's it. Nothing else opens up here. Alright, so I just want to thank E.O.N for sending this over my way. Obviously, they sent it for review purposes. But, you know, my channel's not monetized, so I didn't have to tell you that. So yeah, check out the review when it goes live. Again, the link will be down in the description. Ask any questions if you'd like after the review's up, or if you just want me to show off some more stuff. There will be some gameplay video coming soon. The HDMI output should be the same as the previous iteration of the GCHD, but I'm going to check, obviously, just in case. So that's all I got for you guys. Have a good day.